I'm Hovey Smith. Last year, sitting in rural North America, away from any big city, I made more money selling creative content. And I want to tell you how to do exactly the same thing. I'm a writer. But what I'm telling you applies if you make film, if you do works of physical art. This is the sort of thing you have to go through. Okay, briefly, I do magazine articles. Over the past several years, I've managed to build a reputation, supply some markets, get commonly published. If I put everything out here, you wouldn't be able to see me. I mean, it would be this tall. So, I do books, I do magazine articles, I do screenplays, I do stage plays. Okay, how do we do it and what's important? I learned some things, some of them the hard way. What you must do is produce something that is perceived as needed in the society. We are now in what? Economic downturn, maybe? Well, down here in central Georgia, it's nothing short of depression. Wow. If things are improving, we sure aren't seeing them here. So, what you must do to sell things is produce something that will help people to save money, make money, improve their lifestyle, let them forget for a few minutes the dismal state of the economy and the terrible shape they're in. Wow. 4 things. How do you do this? First off, you attempt to supply a need. All right. We have hungry people in this nation now. 50 million people are having trouble meeting their food budgets. People are going hungry. We have abundant deer in wild game in North America. Some of these animals are available all times of year free. You pick them off the road, you drag them home, you clean them, and you eat them. Okay, this book tells you how. During regular legal hunting seasons, if you wish to hunt, this book will take you through all the steps to do that too. So, you supply a need. Second thing, you look for a growing and expanding market. That's what I did here. Crossbow use is being allowed in more and more states each year. This year, 5. So we market this book very heavily to meet this changing market. Third hint, go someplace in the market that hasn't been beat to death before. There are not many bow fishermen. However, neither was there a book out there about the topic, and there was interest. So I supplied this book to meet this target, this topic that had not been met before. Now, what have I learned? AIDS. Terrible stuff. No, I don't have it. Did not know anybody who had it at the time I wrote these books, at least initially. But there was a very, very pressing need. I wrote this book, wrote myself into poverty, produced 4 such books. And what I learned from this was that content alone, need alone, will not sell books. You must publicize. You must get out there. You must promote your product. Now, how do you do this in modern day? The old studio system for producing movies is failing. Similarly, publishing houses are closing left and right, accepting fewer titles and then only from very well-known authors. So, as the average guy sitting here who wants to do something creative, how in the world do you market your works without relying on these big national media? Well, the internet, basically. You must sell there. You must get into new media. You must post on Facebook. You must post on MySpace. You get your product out there. But that's not all. You also do videos. But that's not all. You also get speaking engagements. You do speaking. You write something, you find an industry group, you find a nonprofit group that shares similar aims. You let them help you market your books. Wow! They have mailing lists of hundreds of thousands of millions. If they distribute an ad to a mailing list of 200,000 and you sell only 1%, you've got 2,000 book sales. Whoa! Now that beats the blazes out of getting 46 sales a year out of the usual bookstore. If you're lucky enough to get that many, by the way. So, what do you have to learn? You need to be a writer, you need to be a photographer, you need to be a videographer, you need to be part actor, you need to be part speaker, you need to have a sense of design. Whoa, the list seems to go on. You need to know yourself around the internet, you need to be computer savvy, you need to get some programs that you haven't seen before, you need to work with some new stuff all the time. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What if you don't have all these skills? You hire the men. You ask the men. You ask people you know to help you. You barter services for people who do have those skills. You swap things. That's the way you do it today. If you don't have them, you go to people who do, you bring them together, you put out your product, you advertise the blue blazes out of it, and then you can start to make some money. Product alone will not sell. It will just sit there. Whoa. Now that's sort of depressing for a creative guy. If you feel that, all I want to do is just sit over here and create and do my thing, well, you can do that. And you will know very well the vision of the starving artist, because that's exactly what you will most likely become. Depressing. You've got to get out there. You've got to do this stuff now. This is just a short introduction. I have much more to say, much more directed information. I do have a 30-minute video that you can purchase from me, and there'll be instructions on the end as how to buy it and so on. I also do speaking engagements. I'm available for speaking topics anywhere in the world. So we want to tell creative people what they have to do to actually market their product these days. It is changing. This is not what you were taught even 5 years ago. The whole complex of the situation has changed. So, you've got a basic message now. Take it, make something, go sell it.